Fasting is a relatively common practice both for health and religious reasons, but can be risky for people who are diabetic. Joining me in studio is nutritional consultant Vanessa D. Asensio. She's going to unpack some of those risks and provide us with some solutions. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. Now, fasting for diabetic people is risky. Can you unpack some of the reasons why?
You know, fasting for even a healthy person can be risky. If we look at the ancient art of fasting, it's been used traditionally by physicians, scientists, philosophers, religious practices, and it has a purpose because it really focuses on control of bad habits or controlling habits that are about consumption. So you'll notice like people give up something over 30 days, or they will fast completely the whole day, like during Ramadan. Some people, believe that fasting helps with the healing process in the body. Some people do it for spiritual purification, communication with God. So there's so many different reasons fasting exists. And I think if done correctly and under supervision, it can be really beneficial. Just giving up sugar, for example, for many is a fast. So with someone who's diabetic or has a compromised immune system or is not in great health, you really need to get medical approval or have a medical assessment to make sure that you're able to fast. So many people, a lot of my clients who fast, they generally will say, I've contacted my doctor, my physician is aware that I'm doing this for religious purposes, or I'm under the medical supervision of someone who understands my medical history. The general consensus is that if someone is diabetic, they shouldn't fast, simply because they need to monitor their blood sugar levels throughout the day, and that's really key because you don't want to get into a situation where you're going to put your risk at health. So for whatever reason you're going to be fasting, to make sure that you're not compromising with regards to your health. I don't think any religious leader or person would say, do this for a reason that will put your risk at health. So that's really fundamental. And obviously, if you are diabetic, if you are fasting and you get severe nausea, severe headaches, back pain, any kind of cramping in the body, if your urine is dark, to stop immediately, to get assistance. Those are some of the key signs. And obviously hydration, because a lot of people dehydrate, can affect their heart and everything.
How can a diabetic person control their blood sugar levels while fasting?
It's really tricky because they have to be on medication, and obviously there has been scientific evidence that shows that fasting improves your insulin, the way the sugar works in the body, basically. So there's a lot of research out that says that by consuming less, we produce less insulin. So, but someone who's already diabetic, their blood sugar is all over the show, so they have to be taking insulin or whatever other medication, or balancing their blood sugar levels through food, having good fats, protein, etc. So I would say if you're going to fast and you're diabetic, to monitor your blood sugar levels throughout the day, to make sure that when you break your fast or begin your fast, the first thing the body's going to crave is sugar. So make sure that you don't reach straight away for something sugary, to start with soups, vegetables, and then some good fats, and not, just dump a whole lot of sugar into the bloodstream, because a lot of people do that.
That's not good for anyone.
No, even after a fast of vegetable juices, a lot of people think, wow, I'm going to have a steak and a beer, and you're doing yourself so much harm. So I always recommend that people are clued up in terms of nutrition, and when you fast, it's really important the quality of your nutrients that you put in the body. So you want to avoid empty calories, you want to avoid high sugar, highly processed foods, fried foods. So when you fast, the quality in what you eat is even more fundamental than ever. It's always really important, but when you fast, you really to make sure that you consume nutrients and not just calories. The body doesn't function on calories, it really needs nutrients.
And that's for healthy people, along with people who have
healthy
diabetes.
people too, because your body is so intelligent. So even a healthy person, I would recommend that you always eat for health, regardless whether you're fasting or not fasting. But just to be aware that your body needs a lot of hydration, it needs water, it needs nutrients, fresh. If you're going to fast and you're not consuming your usual amount of food, which is probably a good thing for most, but they're often under compromise on quality nutrients like your vegetables, your fruits, your good fats, etc. So in those types of individuals, I always recommend certain key supplements that really help sustain the body. Things like spirulina is really amazing, for example. So depending on the individual, we all have such unique biochemistry. A healthy person who doesn't smoke, who doesn't drink alcohol, who probably has a little bit of sugar, not too much, they'll generally feel lightheaded if they're fasting, or if you give up coffee. I'm sure if you've ever tried to give up coffee, you start having headaches, lower back pain.
Right.
That lasts for like 2-3 days. Same with any other stimulant, sugar, nicotine.
Why do you get lower back pain?
It's actually interesting. You tend to carry a lot of toxins in your lower back, also your lymphatic system. So everything is so connected, and generally your kidneys are really at your lower back. So you start filtering out toxins and your kidneys can maybe be overworked. Same with the liver. So it's just the position of the body. But generally, back pain, muscle aches and pains, all the toxins are in your bloodstream, on a very cellular level. That's where you store toxins. So it affects your whole body.